I was walking home from church through the vineyard with my friend. A man I know from the farm followed us. And after my friend left, he grabbed me by my arm. He had 2 dogs with him and was wearing a Father Christmas hat. He had a big knife. I started crying, and he told me that he was going to make me his girlfriend. I walked past some houses, and I could see people outside. I tried to call to them, but he put his hand over my mouth. Nobody came to help me. He said he would kill me if I shouted. We got to his house and he pulled me inside. I tried to jump out of the window, but he dragged me onto the bed. I tried to fight, but he hit me in my face. He pulled off my panties and raped me. While he was on top of me, his girlfriend knocked on the door. He put his hand over my mouth and told her to go away. He kept putting the knife against my throat and hitting me. I tried to escape through the bathroom window, but he caught me to rape me again.
Abizwa ngomlubhuti ke phaa endimaziyo naye. Othanda ukundibuza umama.
Wathi ke nake uba andithengi wabuza okay ndiyazi uba uxabulana nenkwenkwe ulana kanjani na. Ndathi mna ke andikwazi wathi ke nake andifundise. Ndathi mna ke andifundela ke wathi ke nake akazundithengela ke izihlangu.
Wathi masambe wanditsala wandifaka emotweni.
Nomarara sisiya e-94 kwi-Chomia and then koko ulantuka latata wandibiza wathi ke ukuba wandilandela umarara wathi hayi umarara makangamlandela khabizela.
Bekhwelayo nabanye oobhuti abaninzi laba bayi-6
and then koko wandibiza and then koko wakhulula and yaze besenza
sahamba ngemoto ndalila ke mna ndabuza siyazi wathi siyabuya ngoma ningalili.
Wandibizela ekamereni ndafuna ke mna ndongoko wandikhulula inkani wandikhulula ndakhala ke mna.
But and 2 uba ndivume andiphinde andibone ndihamba nabantwana abangamakhwenkwe uzandibetha and andiphinde ndihambe nezinye kanini.
Sahamba safika ngasestopini saxisa ababhuti bebekhwela.
Wathi ke naye mandivume umama semaXhoseni wathi mandivume ndathi ke mna ke andifuni uhlala namntu mama ntoni. Ndaqonda esihlala sodwa and sakho mntu uzawusithengela mos utya and ndiyazifuna iimpahla ndavuma.
Wagqithi kalo bhuti kuqhuba washiyeka mna nalo bhuti wathi mandikhulule ipeyinti ndathi ke mna ke andifuni. Wathi
hayi ke wakhwela phezu kwam wandikhula ipeyinti wathi mawagqiba wakhwela phezu kwam faka periods
uzandidubula uba ndifuni. Ndathi ke mna ke andifuni ndalila ke mna kwaxa ekhupha umpu ndalila kakhulu wathi mandithule.
wenza ke ndakhala ke mna wezi kwakubuhlungu ndathula wandiyeka ke ndakhala wandiyeka.
Wayikhulula ngokwakhe uqoba kwakho wahlisa ibhrukhwe yakhe nesitheni sakho yasinqobelwa wasibeka. Wathi mandikhwele phezu kwakhe ndathi ke mna hayi andifuni.
Wandifaka incanca yakhe apha kukwenyama njengoko wathi ke ukuba mandihambe ndiyojonga umama phayana ukuba akazi na.
Waphinda wathi xa ekhupha umphu wathi uzandidubula. Ndakhwela wathi gqike ngoku lo bhuti ebeyothenga ibranti wathi wabethetha nobhudlungane kwelaa cala ndivula umnyango ndabaleka.
Then ndafika ke ngoku esikolweni ndayichaza esikolweni ke mna ke nto wayenzile.
Waxelela abantu esikolweni?
Miss
Ndoko kukho omnye umntu phaa efrani ndathatha iimpahla zam ndanximbela phaa ndahamba nagoduka.
Mandisoyika kaloku ugoduka mna esikolweni kodwa ndinqaba ndiphinde
ndabe ndidibana nabanye ke ngoku endibaziyo ababini angamawele bandisendlini ke ngoku basoyika. Ndafike ndavala amacango endlini, ndafike endlini ndabalisela utata ke. Tata wafowunela amapolisa, amapolisa aza ngengomso. Afike abuza ke ngoku ndawaxelela yonke into. Sade saye London andiyana uba kuseLangston na. Saye ke kugqirha kodwa. Wathi ugqirha
Ndamxelela umama. And then ngengomso ndaxelela iitshomi zam ke zaxelela umamam. Umamam ke ngoku waza ke-police station.
Ubona iikhathi ezithatshekwa kodwa wathi ubona iikhathi ezi-3. Kwathiwa ze ndiyotshekha i-blood test.
Ndandifuna ukufa, ndisoyika umxefuza ndibetha.
bade bacebisa mna abantwana mhlawumbi abantwana bazothi bahlele yona yandehlelayo bangayifihli into yandehlelayo bayithethe. Bazame ukuyithetha, mhlawumbi bafumana amacebiso bazame udibana ne-social worker ukhathalela babonele icebo.
My understanding for rape is that rape is a sexual enforcement.
I know that rape is wrong and rape can disturb your mind, and you can pregnant and you can get AIDS. I know that rape is something when maybe when a person is forcing you to sleep with him.
Rape is to make sex with someone that don't like to.
I think rape is a crime, and by forcing someone to have sex with you.
Violation of your rights, it's a crime.
Having sex against your will. It's like you don't want to have sex, but they restrain you or something.
I must have been when it started about 2. Well, the more I've been going to counselling, the more you remember. So it happens in parts, like you'd be laying down and I'd remember, oh shit, or I'd see something and I'd say, okay. It's like, for example, we've got like this pink blanket that my boyfriend's got, and when I was younger, then when it happened to me, it was happened under a pink blanket. So, I mean, it's just a thing, it's not like really, like, sometimes I remember specifics, but it's just like feelings that you get when you see something or when someone says something, then you remember. I mean, my mom didn't see what was happening, so I think she would have thought I was lying, because she didn't see what was happening. And he was like a trusted family friend, called the one guy, and the other one, it was my second cousin and my cousin, my first cousin. And I mean, it was just like, why would my cousin, like,
Geboortedatum van u?
1989, van die 9de maand 22.
Tweede van die 9de maand 19?
Nee, 9de maand die 22ste.
89.
Ja.
Oké, werk die ouer?
Ja.
Wat is haar enige inkomste van die ouer?
Ek weet nie.
Weet jy nie? Baie dankie, ons is nou klaar, jy kan maar gaan. Baie dankie.
Kom Annika, ons moet nou gou na die krisissentrum toe.
he used to touch me, and whatever he did, I had to do back. This was with the one guy. And with the other guy, I didn't have to do anything, he just did everything out. Everything.
Is jy nog okay?
Ja, nee.
Laat ons net die dokter in die hande kry. Wat? Ek moet net eers 'n paar vrae vra.
My name is Michelle and I'm 8 years old. One night when I was still 7 years old, my mommy and daddy told me that they have to go to my daddy's work party and that I'm old enough to go to stay with my aunt and uncle for the evening. It was getting dark when we stopped at their house and I felt scared of staying with them. We watched TV and ate spaghetti. I like my aunt, she's real friendly. My uncle didn't say much. He was watching the news on TV. When it was time for bed, my aunt took me to the bedroom next to theirs. I got into bed and she put off the light. I was scared. I wanted my mother and started crying. My aunt and uncle came to the room and my uncle said it would be better if I slept with them in their room. I got into bed between my uncle and aunt. She read me a story and I fell asleep. When I woke up, it was still dark in the room and I felt someone touching me between my legs. I started crying again and my uncle put his hand over my mouth and started kissing me all over. I didn't like it and I started kicking. My aunt woke up and put on the light. My uncle said that I was having a nightmare. Next day I told my mummy what my uncle did. She told my daddy and they phoned the police. The police came and they said they're going to put my uncle in jail. He's now scared of the court case and I'm scared of him. He's a very ugly man.
luister. Nou moet dokter ongelukkig 'n bietjie 'n nare ding doen. Maar dit gaan nou soos 'n klein muskiet. Nou 'n bietjie bloed kry. Die arm goed op nou. Ons gou toe die kry daar kry.
Ik geloof dat ik je van voorschrijf. Dat is voor HIV. Ik geef me die bescherming. Het kan je misschien net slecht voelen. Maar breng dit eerder als het je ziek wordt. En hou aan met het tot het klaar is. Voel me een beetje slecht en kan alleen slapen, dan kan je een beetje moe voelen.
Is a person who have AIDS and go to the traditional people, to the herbalist, and the herbalist tell him to take a young girl to sleep with her to get AIDS out, and that is not true.
Maybe he can go to a herbalist to try to have a medicine to cure AIDS. Maybe the traditional healer can say, you must try to have sex with a virgin so you can stop having AIDS. But that is not true. Having sex with a virgin will not cure your AIDS.
All the people maybe are raping. Gangsters, the one who's standing on the corners, the boys who loitering, don't know what to do, don't know what to say.
It also happens in the family. I don't know how a family member can do to their own child.
I think your uncle could rape, and your father, your neighbor, or the street kids, or the strangers outside, and I think the boys will rape.
Our dads too, our fathers, we won't say my dad doesn't rape. You don't know. Maybe he's a rapist.
Sickening, really, what people do. You know, I mean, they have people you trust, and then, you know, all of a sudden you cannot trust them. It's really wrong, indecent, inhumane.
Like, why did he choose me? What did I do? Or why did he choose my sister? This is not right, because if it was normal, he would be doing it in front of everyone, and he wouldn't call me or say, let's go for walks, and then I used to like run away and say, no, I don't want to. So I think I was about 10, 11, 12 when I realized that this is not right, it can't be right. Because why does no one know about it? Why don't we talk about it? Why can't I tell my mom? Just said it's like our little secret. And I know you want to, so why are you doing it if you don't want to? It was family of ours. So we used to go there for holidays, and I used to get so, like, I really knew it was wrong, that I used to get sick that I didn't want to go. And I mean, all my sisters went, and we used to go as a family, and I refused to go with if I couldn't take a friend, because I knew if I had someone with me, then it wouldn't happen. And it like became such a bad thing to me that if I didn't take a friend, I would like physically get sick. So I made it stop. I used to run away from him. So he couldn't. I know I didn't used to go with him anymore. So he didn't have the chance. And the other person, I don't know. Just as I got older, it just stopped. You start blaming yourself for everything that's happened to you, and for everything that I've done in my life. There's always, it refers back to this. It refers back to what happened to me when I was small.
Were you alone? Were you at home?
Yes.
And did someone come over?
Yes.
Who?
My daddy came over.
Okay. And what happened? Was it just the two of you?
Yes, my grandma was sleeping, My grandpa was sitting in the front room. My mother was in work. So my daddy came in and told me to lay down in the toilet, so I lay down, so he make old fashioned with me. Old fashioned. Sex. So I was scared, so he told me when I told anyone he'd kill me.
Was it the first time it happened?
No.
How often did he do that?
He do that to me a lot of time.
What did you do?
I didn't want to tell my mother because my daddy said if I tell anyone he's going to kill me. So feeling scared. And unhappy. I told my cousin. So I did cry. And I told her that what my daddy do to me. So she told me to go tell my grandma. So I'm going to go tell my grandma. My grandma was telling my grandpa's brother. So he said he's going to trick my daddy. So the night my daddy came home, so he told my daddy. So we cried.
Okay. And what happened to your daddy?
So he did ask my daddy did he do that? So I say yes. So my friend Felicia, she went to go tell our Sunday school teacher. So she phoned social worker. So they came and they came to take me. So they bring me to this place and they asked me questions.
Do you feel better now that you've spoken about it?
Yes.
Does your daddy still live with you?
Now he's in jail.
Okay. Are you glad that he's in jail?
Yes.
Did you have to go to court?
Yes.
And what happened? Like, what happened? You after the social workers came to fetch you, what happened?
So they told my mommy we went to go to the court. So we went to the court and so they asked me questions.
And how did you feel about having to go to court?
I was scared.
Was your daddy there?
Yes.
And did he say anything to you?
We didn't sit in the same room.
And now how does it make you feel when you think about it?
It's make me feel scared.
It's something that's wrong to our children and to our society and our youth because of you destroy her future and dreams and goals.
The person you rape is somebody you take something away from that person, like the feeling of safety and the same in many cases like for the children, the innocence too.
They are destroying our future, you know.
you think that he carried on doing it with other people, though? Both of them?
Well, the one guy was with both me and my sister, the same guy. And I don't know, for some reason I don't think he does carry on, or he did carry on, but he's just had 2 babies, 2 twins. And at counselling they say once a perpetrator, always a perpetrator, and it's just so sad that it's his 2 little babies, and I can't even imagine that he would do it to his own kids. But I mean, if he did it to his own cousin.
I think that I can prevent rape, that people that rape can get arrested, or the community must beat that people who's making violence, rape.
Can prevent rape with giving those who rape others life sentences in jail.
Must be punished, and it must no bail. The man must be in prison for all of his life.
I think we can prevent rape by the community must take the law into their own hands before the police, because the police, when they come, they're not going to just make them pay for that.
How did you feel when you went to the police station?
I felt that I'd done something wrong.
When you went to that hospital first time, did you go there in the day or in the night?
The day.
And how were you feeling? Were you feeling frightened or scared?
Scared.
And then when you saw the doctor, how did you feel?
More scared.
You had to have your blood taken 3 times, didn't you, Anika?
Yeah.
Why was that?
Because they first time they didn't put the stickers on, and then I must wait a long time. Then they realized there's no stickers on, and then I must go again. And then when I'm finished, they said I must every 6 months I must go, and the last time was the 3rd time.
And why did you have to go back? Time.
Because they must test me for AIDS.
How were you feeling when they were doing all of these tests?
I don't know, I can't remember.
And while you were waiting to go back, were you scared? Did you think maybe you got a disease or something?
Yeah.
Did you sleep well? Did you have nightmares? How did you feel?
I did sleep well because I am like my mother, forget something very quickly.
Can you remember what actually happened to you?
Not really.
Were you very, very scared?
Yeah.
And how do you feel now?
I'm okay.
And how do you feel about the person that did this thing to you?
I think he must go to prison.
And why do you think that this person did this thing?
Somebody said to me, if they did it to other people, they were abused themselves.
When this happened, did people know about it? Did other people know what had happened, or only you and your mother?
No, some people knows because they were on the newspapers.
And the people from reading the newspaper, they knew that it was you?
My name wasn't in it. It's like they knew where I lived, and then they think that it was me, and then they ask me, and then they knew it was me.
And how were they towards you? Did they treat you the same or differently?
They were nice to me.
And then how long did you have to have therapy for?
once.
So now you don't have any bad dreams or anything like that about it?
No.
Do you feel like a different person from before the incident?
Yes.
Sometimes I feel threatened by male adults because they would give you this weird looks, and when you don't feel safe, you feel like it feels like they're looking right through all your clothes, because they would stare and they would stare and they would stare. And I would just move away and think, what's wrong with this man? Is he crazy or something? Is he psycho?
There's a canal, and then the sky was like, there's two guys also like walking at the back of us, behind us, and they look like really, and the one guy had something in his hand, and we were like, oh my god, what we're gonna do? And then I don't know what happened, and we just turned around, and then the guys just looked at us, and then we started running, and my auntie's house was like around the corner.
And when I walk up to school sometimes, and people would say, hello sweetie or something, and I'm thinking, who are you calling sweetie? I'm not your sweetie. But I wouldn't tell them that because you never know, they might attack you or something.
It will never become easier, but I'm learning to deal with it. So in counseling, they teach you how to deal with it, and they teach you how to get close to someone, and don't blame the other person. It's not their fault. Because I get very, after a Monday night, that's when there's counseling, you think about a lot of stuff, and obviously it's going to affect your relationship with other people, and because it's my boyfriend, I tend to take things out on him, and he doesn't always understand, and I get angry with myself because I know I'm taking it out on him and it's not his fault. And the more he's saying I'm there for you, the more I don't want him to be there for me. So I don't want to involve him. I mean, it's this thing, it's between me and just me and myself.
Sy vertel vir die auntie waar hy die penis ingesit. Vertel vir die auntie wat het hy mee gemaak. Han sê daar, ja, hy gee jou mond uit, dan vertel jy vir die auntie, hoor? Sê nou mooi, sê nou mooi. Sê soos jy vir ouma gesê het.
So aangesit.
There is some children who has been raped in our school, but they are shy to talk about it. They're trying to keep it as a secret.
Well, since it's a disgrace to especially to the girl, because so people don't. It's not something people will go on and tell everybody about. I was raped, because it's
painful, the fear of being rejected.
You get raped by a family member or an uncle or something, and the family, it's not that they don't like what happened, it's just that they feel that their family will be somehow infected, or or people will see it differently as a wrong family because an uncle can do this or father can do this.
And being blamed for it, because people might hear about it, and then you'll have some of your friends saying, but it was your fault, and stuff, and then you'd be going to them, looking for comfort, and instead you get rejection. And
because if someone knows, they're gonna think different about you, and there's gonna be stories and rumors and all those things.
You wouldn't talk about it. You'd rather stay at home and cry behind closed door in your bathroom or in your room than go to a friend and tell them about it.
I'm 13 years old and like spending time with my friends or chatting with them on the phone. Last month, 5 of us went for a sleepover at one of my friends' houses. Her mum was always away on business trips. Her dad made us pizza in the kitchen. And then went upstairs to watch TV in his room. We watched the silly movie and we were getting bored. I went upstairs to my friend's bedroom and to get my sweater. When her dad called me into the main bedroom, where he was watching another video. He said he has an exciting video to show me. I sat on the bed and saw all these naked people kissing each other and doing horrible things. I got up to leave, but he grabbed me and threw me onto the bed. He then tried to touch me all over. I was so shocked I couldn't move or shout. When he started touching my private parts, I kicked him and ran out of the room and downstairs. I was too ashamed to tell my friends and just told them that I feel sick and that I am going to phone my mom to fetch me. When my mother came, I started crying, and on my way home I told her. I felt so ashamed and afraid that she would not believe me. She stopped the car in the middle of the road and just held me, and we both cried a lot. The next day we reported the case to the police. I feel sorry for my friend, but I want her father to be punished for what he did to me. I want to make sure that he can't hurt my other friends when they visit there.
Instance, I saw this one lady got raped by 3 guys in the field.
She was raped by a boyfriend of her friend.
To us, she's like shy. She don't want to play with us. Everything we do, she don't want to come in and play with us.
When she was raped, she don't talk to people about this thing.
I can see it's very hard for her because she can't sleep, and if we talk about it, then she doesn't want to hear of it because she just think about what happened, how it happened, and there is a court case going on, but they're looking for the people, but they're not having much luck with it.
Like they were in the middle of the field. We were like on the beginning. Then we like saw she was walking across the field. Then like they just came from nowhere.
The boyfriend of her friend asked her where is his girlfriend, and then she said no, I don't know. And then the boyfriend take her, and then they go to a shack at the back, and then the boyfriend raped her.
And if she see a male or dad or something like that, he don't want to talk with him. He's afraid of him.
And also the community, they aren't helping him because it's almost like they did something wrong, but she didn't ask him to rape her.
We called the cops. Before the cops got there, they killed her.
It was her friends who did it. So there was going to be a court case, but I don't know, they came to her and apologized. I don't know what happened, but then she decided to drop the charges. So it wasn't taken really seriously.
When I was 11 years old, my mother had a very bad boyfriend. He moved into our house. He was drinking a lot and always swearing at me and my mother. One night, when I was lying in my bed with the light off, he came into my room. I could smell he'd been drinking again. He stood next to my bed and took off his clothes. I started crying and told him to go away. He got into bed with me. He took off my clothes. I didn't know what he was trying to do and took off my underwear. His body was so heavy on top of me. I was so scared. I felt hopeless and lonely. This happened a lot of times before I told the teacher at school. They arrested him and sent me to a children's home because my mother didn't want anything to do with me anymore. She said it was all my fault. I'm older now and I know that I didn't do anything wrong, but I still feel sad and hurt. It feels to me as if everybody can see how dirty I feel inside.
It needs to be taught as a family value not to force someone to have sex, because it's wrong. It's wrong to force somebody to have sex. And I feel it start within the family.
I think parents must talk to their children and rapists must be arrested.
I wish the rape cannot be done by our fathers and our uncles.
I have mastered destruction. I know what it looks like. I had lost many objects, crossed many obstacles, and things I'd never seen before. Heard things that made me wonder. All of this I've seen, heard, and literally touched. I endured the accusation of people, the grief I had just dealt with, the tears that have covered my face, the confusion, the embarrassment, the hatred, the weakness in my heart, and the facts in life. The reality was I was sexually abused by a man and I was busy losing my innocence. All the questions that's running through my head. Why did I tell? I'm less worthy than others. Why didn't I stop him or prevent it? Can I ever regain my innocence? That remains a big question in my life. The impact it has are thus of black clouds blocking every bit of sunshine. How can I ever tell someone who's going through the same to hold on and believe that it is not their fault? I personally lost my only weapon, innocence. You can only live with yourself then if you truly believe it's not your fault. But then again, criminals who commit the crimes has got the habit of making you not believe. Instead, they blame you. Those of us who are still fighting from the inside are battling tremendously to win a fight that we did not ask for. So losing and winning has got nothing to do with it. It's about pushing your inner self to rest. I think South Africa's got the highest sexual abuse rate in the world. The more rapists go to jail, the more others outside jail and in our community take the job over. My question is, will there ever be an end to this? Our innocence was being snapped away without warning or any sign. Our innocence we have lost through sexual abuse.